Sam. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
Hanging in there. This is weird. It's my first shift on shore. It's just, brewed some coffee, heard my kids getting up.
A little
It's
different.
it's like two worlds coming together. It's hard to process.
Sure is. Well, we've just been catching up on the plans, and it looks like we've just completed uh, this target for 1C, and we're looking to move to 1D downslope. Is that still correct?
Yeah, so we just finished a transect. We kind of went backwards, back to from where we came, because we knew it was hard substrate and going uphill. But yeah, the plan is now to probably head to 1D. But Jan's coming online, so she'll have a more definitive answer. I think she's trying to get on anyway.
Oh, that's right.
She's been in the chat. She's been in the chat room the entire time. So.
Okay. Forgot your port date. You can
Hello,
stick around
Chad.
if you want. Good morning.
Can you hear me, Chad?
Yeah. Hey, Jen. How are you?
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys found us some really beautiful areas here. I was watching while getting me and the kids ready for the day, and I was excited to see what you've discovered here.
Yeah, the second half of the watch was actually really good. It was mostly hard substrate. We found lillipathes, obviously an isodella here, almost a meter tall paragorgia, quite a few samples.
Can I get the mezzo on this screen whenever it's convenient?
Great. And how have you been annotating the samples, just so I can look and see?
I have been putting them in.
Do I have control over it?
I have been putting them in the dive discovery and data report.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then double checking on the sample request list, but I think Data's been putting that in too. So I see the sample IDs filling in there, so I haven't been
great.
filling it out, but it's been getting filled out.
Okay, so it looks like you collected the video for a 3D model. I think I saw that.
And actually two, yeah, I had to fill in the second.
Oh, I saw the second one.
Yeah.
So the second one looked like it was a paragorgia, right? Okay.
Yep, it certainly was. I didn't get the time code on that, but that's all right.
So
probably around 7:30 local time, I think.
Which is the freeze, this left? Got it.
All right, and then you collected one Niskin. No course so far, it looks like.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
I lock it.
Great. On the transects, too. You had quite a lot of... Oh, so wait, that was the shift before you. Okay. They were able to do quite a few transects in hard and mixed substrate. Great.
Yeah, let's see. On my watch, we did 2 transects. We did number 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay.
All right, everybody around
the
fan. I need to set your levels, so please talk to me and say something nice this time. Nice. Let's start with you, Sam. Could you speak on SPL for a level check?
Speak on SPL for a level check.
Testing, testing. Hello, Al.
Testing, testing. Hello, Al.
That is good. Someone at home has
Someone at home has
the Nautilus Live website live.
The Nautilus Live website live.
Yep. On us, we
yep.
can't. We have an echo.
On
we have
us,
to get rid of that.
We have an echo. We have to get rid of that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
that's
a sign that Jan is on her way in to the audio. Because it just changed.
It's really bad here on the ship.
Can you tell me who is logged in?
To V-Link? Lead C and Lead A just logged in.
Yeah, I think it's Jan.
Yeah, I think it's Jan.
Okay, I've got to bump Jan out, so we
I've
can,
got to bump Jan
we
out,
can't
so
have this.
we can't have this.
And she just bumped out. Okay.
And there, that fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, she must be having her video feed playing on top of her V-Link.
Okay, what's the plan of attack here?
Here we go.
Samantha,
Go ahead for Samantha.
I'm just curious if you could orient me to where we are on the map relative to the waypoints.
Sure can. We are, let me zoom in a little bit here. We are,
Zoom in now.
there we go.
Yeah.
So the ship's right here, near,
Oh, he ran away.
You want to shoot the porch?
okay, near C, 1C, and then we are headed a little bit upslope here, and then I believe the next target was, or waypoint was over to 1D, so downslope.
Mm.
Yeah, so Jan was chatting with me in the side chat, and we went back uphill because we wanted to get some hard substrate on a transect. But we were talking about just heading straight to 1D, but I don't want to speak for her right now. I think she might be having issues logging in right now.
She was able to log in, but I don't think she could hear us. We obviously could hear her microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can hear us.
Well,
She just left science chat, so
she must have
may
been hearing
be
us if it was picked up by her microphone.
Hey, Bob, you know what comes next about the microphone on your headset? You know I'm going to say it.
Me?
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, man.
All right, I will try to ask her that question in the science chat as soon as she comes back in.
Yes, we hear you,
Oh,
Jan.
there you are, Jan.
Yay, okay.
Yay.
I think on my Mac,
right.
I have to log into SPL. Everything was off when you heard the echo. I don't know. I'm not on Nautilus Live at all.
Oh.
Sounds good now.
Anyway, I'm back.
Yay!
Hopefully it won't crash on me again.
Hi, Jan.
And I'm not going to use anything else on this computer. I'm going to do everything else from my other computer. So I'm not on science chat at all right now, so I still have to get on science chat.
Okay. Well, we were just checking in. I don't know if you heard the updates from Chad on sample collection, but or if you had a chance to look in the dive data recovery report. But there's been some great progress since we logged off last night at midnight local time. Some transects in both mixed and hard substrate, number of corals collected, as well as a Niskin sample, and 2 3D videos were made. So it's been a busy night, and we were just discussing where to head next. And the thinking, I guess, was to head straight to 1D, which is downslope, and then make our way upslope again. But I will defer to you on that.
Yeah, let me get on. I've been on for some time, so I have an idea of where Guy was suggesting to go.
049.
We're pretty certain it's going to be. We're pretty certain it's going to be downslope from here to get to D, but that was the intention, to get down to D, excuse me, as quickly as possible, and then go upslope from there. So let me get into chat, and then I will get into high pack. Okay?
And Jen,
Okay.
can we start moving towards that 1D target in 50-meter steps? So we'll take it slow and check in as we start heading down slope.
Yeah, I think we've got plenty of coverage in this area, and again, I think D is going to be all down slope. So if you want to go as quickly as possible, and then we can just turn around and go up the contours again.
Come down some.
Okay,
We have
copy
23.
that. Thanks. Bridge nav. Step 50 meters, 045.
So Chad, any other highlights you want to share before you are no longer with us? Or maybe he already left.
Just just a lot of just a lot of Asbesta
Go ahead, Bridge.
We've seen several Lillipathes now, which is great. You saw that big Paragorgia. So yeah, most of the highlights for that last shift were in the last 2 hours of it, the last half. A lot of large Isodellas as well, kind of like Surridge-like.
Science,
nice.
do we want to slightly pick up the pace with a 0.4 or keep with the 0.3 in case we want to stop and look around or take a sample?
Well, we're going down slope, so it's going to be hard to see what's going on. I don't know how steep it is, but...
Okay, so stick with 0.4 is okay?
I think.
Yeah. I say stick.
I think so.
Stick with the speedier pace, until we actually see some bottom, and then we can maybe slow down.
Copy.
If we see something.
Copy that.
I don't think we're going to see much at this point until we get over to D.
Yeah, just watch your altitude, because...
I'm only at 10, yeah.
As we're finishing up this changeover of the watch,
What's the length of this
introduce
tether?
myself.
That's 30
I'm Jennifer
meters.
Brown. And I will be in the Science 2 role, helping Jan, who's the watch lead. And I work with Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. And I have been on the Nautilus cruises before in the Davidson Seamount area, where we'll be going later in this cruise. But this is my first time getting to see the seafloor in Pioneer Canyon, and it's really fun to see all the different habitats and animals that are living here. So I'm excited for this next 4 hours and see what we can find. Would the front row want to introduce yourselves?
I guess we'll go from left to right. This is Al Santos, video engineer with the 8 to 12 watch.
This is Paul, the ROV Argus pilot.
And Bob Waters, I'm the Herc pilot.
And Samantha Wishnack, navigator.
And all alone in the back row, Science Steve. Yeah, data logging. But hey, I have the telestrator and you guys don't.
Oh, so you're the one with the telestrator? Okay.
Yeah. So if you need anything pointed out, I can make that aware to our front row.
Okay. Great.
As long as I look up and see it.
Yeah. To open your eyes to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm always looking down here. I don't see things up there.
And so right now we're just going down slope to kind of reset towards, so this is a submarine canyon that we're in, the Pioneer Canyon. You can think of it, like a canyon you might see on land, and this was formed by some similar processes when sea level was lower. And so we're heading down towards the center of the canyon so we can turn around and come back up the slope in a different location. And as we head upslope, we expect to go from more of a sediment-covered bottom in the bottom of the canyon and hope to get into areas that are steeper, have more rock, and that's where we will find some of these larger corals and sponges and more kind of complex habitat, which can often support more diverse species and communities. And that's what we'll be looking for. today. Chad, are you still there?
Yeah, you're doing a great job getting everybody introduce themselves and stuff. The last shift at 4 a.m., it was just kind of everybody got on. It was like, hey. How you doing? Very
Well,
quiet
I got a
until
shower
until I got my
and
coffee.
have a coffee. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
we have
I'm not
that
used to this
advantage.
I'm
shift.
waiting for my coffee to be delivered.
Oh, delivery. Nice.
Well, yeah, the coffee maker is asleep right now, so.
That's funny.
So
All right, well, I'll go ahead and
waiting
drop
for my
off.
coffee.
But good luck, guys, on
Thanks.
your next shift.
Thanks, Chad. You did a great job.
Yeah,
Those
that was some good habitat.
pirouettes. Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome.
You took us into
All right.
some
Okay, guys,
great
good luck.
terrain. Thanks,
All
Chad.
right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen, as soon as we got off, it was like immediate, beautiful, rocky, hard substrate, and it was like,
Is
oh
your
my
altitude
gosh.
measured from the front
Oh,
or the
last
back?
night when
Yeah.
we switched watches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know it's hard to go to bed, but I
And
thought I needed to get some sleep. So
yeah, I figured I was going to stay long enough to work through some of the glitches and what have you. And I just, we started seeing this rocky habitat. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't leave this now. So we made pretty good time going across basically what is really our first half of the entire transecting, the entire dive area that we wanted to target, and got some great samples. I think Gary's very happy. He's welcome to stay on Science Chat. I think is he still on Science Chat? No, I don't see him on there. And we also got some great videos, some really beautiful kind of glamour shots of some bubblegum corals, some black corals. We did 2 Niskin bottles in a couple of really highly diverse areas. Really, really, really nice. Really, really nice middle of the night kind of experience.
Great. So it sounds like you're happy with the progress we've been making as far as the total dive.
Yeah, the total dive. And I see Guy Cochran from USGS, who helped pick out our waypoints and has been helping guide us through the night to the higher rugose rocky substrate. He's back on, and I don't see anything from him at the moment. We got Tom Ladig on the Science Chat from National Marine Fisheries Service. So if we have any fish questions, we'll certainly ask Tom to chime in. And let's see who else. Chad is still on Science Chat. Justin Hall,
is a really interesting,
who is our education outreach specialist at Farallons. And I see Bob Schwimmer, but Bob Schwimmer's been on all night long. So I think he just left his Science Chat on when he went to bed last night.
This is a really interesting looking feature right here. All those anemones along the wall. We've got sea cucumbers, sea stars. There was a grenadier. It looks like there's another grenadier coming in from the left side of your screen.
Yeah, Erica Burton, who was on one of the previous shifts, did a master's thesis on grenadier, and she was saying that it's extremely difficult to tell them apart on video.
Yes. And if she has trouble doing it, I'm sure that I would have trouble doing it. But they're easy to pick out as a type of fish. I think when we were doing the watch change, there was some hagfish Is that another hagfish coming into view here? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like their eyes are glowing.
Yeah. Is that a Swiftia coral in the background?
Looks like it.
Hey,
If you want
I'm
to zoom
working
back
on my
in.
coral ID. Oh, that feather star got all the way to the tippy top.
Yes. High up in the water column, as far as they can be. If they can get the best current, best yummies
zoom out a
within the
little bit.
current.
we've completed that ship move. Do we want to keep moving another 50-meter step towards 1D? Or stick here for a bit?
Yes, please.
Okay, copy that. Bridge nav.
I'm going to zoom in a bit.
Step 50 meters, 045.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we have any more zoom
nice
on that while we're
by
waiting?
the hagfish.
Here comes some more.
Actually, this one's a Paragorgia.
So are we both going to go up over this?
What's that?
This red stalk in front of us. I had to get it closer up, but I'm pretty sure it's a might be a bubblegum
I
coral.
thought it was a Paragorgia, but Gary was saying very similar branching were Swiftias.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the red stick-like Swiftias have similar branching, but
I'm not able to tell the difference between the two.
Steve, what are you looking at that makes you think it might be a Paragorgia?
yeah. If you have any time, Bob, can we get closer?
You get it.
Good reference for later.
Tom Ladig's boat is a Swiftia.
Okay.
It's too thin to be a Paragorgia. Okay.
Yeah, if that's the case,
Okay.
Swiftia. I mean, that was my initial thought. So it definitely could easily be mistaken.
Yeah, and that's coming from Tom, not from me.
Yep.
So Steve, you were saying your background is East Coast?
Mostly tropical Western Atlantic and equatorial Pacific.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's interesting, actually, in the Pacific Islands, there are a lot of Paragorgia species that are quite thin, not like the bubblegum corals, like the robust colonies we see in the canyons up in the West Coast and even on the East Coast.
Okay, you can zoom in.
But the way that this is moving around and the flexibility that it has in the water column, it's more reminiscent of Swiftia.
How far in do you want to go?
Paragorgia is a little bit more rigid.
And do we actually have the porch light on?
Yeah, we turned it on.
Okay.
Also, in Paragorgia, you also tend to have more knobby branch tips, which doesn't seem to be the case here. I think we've only collected one Swiftia so far. We only have the branching Swiftia with the orange polyps. So this would be different from the Swiftia that we collected in our first watch last night. All right, we got some good captures.
Would be the twig-like.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Looks like
Moving
they got one of the
Zoom out
Swiftia in the Olympic Coast cruise. And Jan, I don't see a Pioneer annotation, so
All right.
I'm assuming we don't need to collect this species.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I don't think so. I think
it was just
Gary
a slope.
Was,
I mean,
I just saying no to that one.
Should have come in at it more around the corner.
On the arm.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just we got the long fingers. I mean, we could tuck it in, but then it gets in the camera view too much, you know?
Yeah. I guess I could have brought the shoulder back up a little bit, or is this
Is
fully
it
up?
not all the way up?
Is this?
It looks all the way up.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's all the way up.
All right.
So we have one hard transect. No, we have two.
We have two, yeah.
Yeah, we have two. Transect 5 and Transect 6. And I'm looking at our recording here, and we didn't get 5 or did we get T6s in here?
What's going on here?
What's straight ahead?
Zoom in. Zoom in now.
Yep.
Bunch of line.
Maybe kelp.
Oh,
T5
kelp.
we put into,
Or
put
no,
in
it's
as
kelp.
That's
The
kelp.
kelp? Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yes, we've got some of the cucumbers are scavenging on this kelp. Yeah, I know.
Kelp
no
good,
line,
line
no fishing
bad.
gear for us this time.
no fishing gear for us.
So
Okay,
Yeah,
zoom
this
out.
is a very nice
stipes
example of blue carbon in action. Dead sinking kelp will sequester that carbon, take it out of the atmosphere, take it out of the ocean, and then sink it to the bottom of the ocean and keep it there. So it's one way to help get rid of some of the CO2 that climate change is really kind of spewing out.
Bridge nav.
And it adds a nice food source to these benthic communities. You could see that the
20
sea
meters,
cucumbers were
045.
around it as well as the
035?
other scavengers.
045. Same heading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, earlier we saw some kelp kind of floating around, and so it kind of go down to the bottom, and then it floats back up to the surface. Then it's just ameliorating. It's temporarily removing the CO2. So it's not a permanent removal of that CO2, because once it gets back up to the surface and it starts decaying again, if that decaying doesn't sink back down, if it washes up on shore, then that CO2 is going to go back out into the atmosphere. We want to be able to bury our CO2. Reduce emitting it also.
It's always good to, if you see something and I'm not paying attention, to go, hey. Gently.
Particularly if it has a resemblance of fishing line. We're going to avoid anything that looks like fishing gear. We'll keep our eyes out.
You want to zoom in there now? Oh.
On the Grenadier?
Oh,
And a fly trap anemone.
it's frozen. There we go.
Got a little more lens.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go in?
Okay.
This one's pretty cooperative. Usually they don't like to show their faces.
Yeah,
Coming out.
it's a nice side view.
All right.
A little wide.
Seen all sorts of invertebrates of it. I haven't noticed any urchins yet. Have you guys seen sea urchins? Jan, on the earlier
No,
watch?
those little pink fragile urchins. I thought we would see some last night on all that flat mud, but nope.
Interesting.
Just a lot of sea pens.
Yeah, a couple corals here. Jan, would this? Oh no, we're going downhill. But this is the kind of. Would this be a mixed substrate transect?
This would be a mix. I was just thinking
okay.
that, but unfortunately, I don't think we can get a good enough angle unless Caitlin Grafe is, an ace #1 analyst. And so if she says it's okay, I know she's on Science Chat. but we keep getting a really dark top half of the view, so we will get some mixed on the way back when we start going back upslope again.
But this would qualify as a mixed transect.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it possible to zoom in on that yellow? Is it a sponge, maybe?
On the left, or
where in the
where
might
we at?
be an anemone.
Bottom left.
It's going out to the left, down to the left.
But in the center, there's a mushroom coral.
Yeah.
No.
Nice white one.
Can you zoom in now? Is that?
Yeah, I thought it was a sponge, but it's not.
Okay.
Or zoom out.
Do you want it?
Yeah, go out.
Little seagrass frond there at the base.
Zoom out, Al.
Oh, look at that.
Do you want the mushroom coral while we're passing through, Jan? A view of that?
Yeah,
you want to see that? Yeah.
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, it's above and to the
I don't
right
wanna,
of the anemone.
It was over in this direction.
Zoom in now.
Starboard.
Do we want to stay here longer or just a quick zoom?
Oh.
Just a quick zoom.
Copy.
Oh, sorry. Zoom out.
Oh,
The
no,
mushroom coral is right in this area.
Okay.
It was over to the right.
Oh.
Yeah, here
It's
it is.
out of view. I wouldn't worry. Oh, another nudibranch.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of those nudibranchs. They eat coral. They predate on the coral. There's that white.
Oh, there it is.
All right, Al, zoom in. You want lasers off?
Lasers off.
Sure.
That's pretty. That's a
zoom
nice.
out a little
Yeah,
bit.
lasers off.
Yeah, there we go.
Take a couple of
That
screen
looks nice.
grabs.
They said no.
How's that?
That's okay.
Looks like we got a
Okay.
hermit
Good
crab in the
captures.
foreground
We'll find
too.
another one.
Yep.
We're good?
Great, thank you.
Okay, moving on now.
Onwards. Bridge nav. Two 0 meters, 045.
So, Jan, I remember you saying you had some little factoids about Pioneer Canyon. Anything you want to
zoom in, Al?
share?
No need to zoom in.
Oh, we're just. Okay. Zoom out. Just catching things as they go.
Yeah, the ship is moving more slowly than the pilot, so they're just trying to kill time by looking at things as we can.
Oh, okay.
If we're not on transect,
Yeah, okay.
I guess that's okay.
Yeah, so Pioneer Canyon, like you were saying earlier, formed like back in the days when sea level was about 125 meters lower than what it is now. And actually, the Sacramento River helped form Pioneer Canyon. And portions of it is very, very silty. Sure. Portions of it's very silty, like many canyons in this area. Oh, that's very
Look at those nice little thorny heads.
The tiny little baby thorny heads.
Oh, there's so many little ones here.
Yeah.
I'm not used to, in other places that I've been like watching the videos and stuff, I've seen mostly larger thorny heads, but not all these little ones.
I don't know.
I don't know if Tom can tell us how old these smaller thorny head are, but maybe we had a good recruitment year a little while ago.
Well, maybe. So Pioneer Canyon, and as well as Pioneer Seamount, was first surveyed and kind of discovered back in the 1930s, I believe it was. Late 1800s, 1930s, somewhere in there. And it was named after the survey vessel, the Pioneer, that actually found it.
Quick, Dan, can we turn on the lasers?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Be able to get sizes on the fish. Thank you.
Lasers on?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, unless we're getting money shots, we should always have the lasers on. Didn't notice that.
Sorry, I interrupted you, Jan.
Oh, that's okay. I believe I'm going to have to turn my mic off for a bit here because the dog just woke up and the coffee is being made. So I'm going to go silent for just a little bit.
Good. Zoom out.
All right, nice flat fish view here. Yeah.
Bridge nav. $20
Okay, I'm being
045.
told that the lattes are being made. The dog is out. Well, yeah. I live with an Italian. He's got an Italian coffee maker here.
Nice.
He knows his lattes and his cappuccinos.
Oh, I'm a latte drinker. I'll have to. Do you deliver a little more south?
And west.
So a couple of things to note is that Tom is noting there are a lot of knocked over sea pens in this area, and he also, do you see all the little white fragment like sticks that are laying? Maybe we could zoom in on a couple as we pass by.
Okay.
I wonder if that could be a sign of maybe a past disturbance in this area.
Yeah, Tom, do you think that could be from trawling or just from really strong currents? We've seen it very prevalent with the really tall sea
zoom in there
up north.
And then up and to the left, is that an October one?
Zoom out.
They look like white sticks.
Where the lasers are, over in here?
Yeah, kind of like
yeah,
right
they look
here.
like white sticks laying on the.
The one laying on the bottom.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where the lasers are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You zoom in now. Can you zoom in? Oh, zoom in more. Is that good?
Yep, good capture.
Yeah. Thank you.
One of the things to try and look at is, are they all laying in the same direction?
Okay.
Okay, zoom out. Oh,
The one above and to the left looks a little bit bigger.
we need to
That same
move
direction.
ahead here.
Yeah, how far is your kind of comfort zone behind?
When I start to get out of the view up there,
okay.
I need to start thinking about moving ahead.
Okay.
So Tom did answer my question about the thorny heads. So he said long spine, thorny head recruit as black pigmented
And I'm okay,
individuals.
I can zip up there.
They lose that black pigment around 7 centimeters. By 10 centimeters, they're a year old. So the black ones, or mostly black ones, would be less than a year old.
Tether is 30 meters, so you know, you get depending on the, you got to figure out the hypotenuse there.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then Argus is flipped around so the tether is behind it, you know, so you got this loop coming over. So really, if you get more than like 15 so meters away, then you're getting close to stretching it.
Yeah.
So what's that cluster of patch of white?
Yeah.
Is that 3 o'clock?
You wanna zoom in there, Al?
It's like a bunch of snails.
A lot of. Yeah.
One's a hermit crab.
Well, hermit crab, yeah, right. And let it. And a couple hermit crabs.
That's where the hermit crabs go shopping for a new home.
Interesting.
Use shell lot.
Wait, what? I used shell lot?
Use shell lot.
I love
your
it.
shell. Use shell. Use shell.
Looks to be a piece of.
Very interesting.
Is that a piece of trash at 9 o'clock? Maybe I see a bit of color on something. It might be a shell though.
You got more zoom, Al? Talking about.
Yeah, no, I think
a
that's
little
it.
more to the left.
How about zooming in on that tiny little Rathmanaster?
Right
Oh,
there.
Look at that.
Right in the
Little
center.
recruit. So right above that.
Well, right in the center there?
There.
Yep. Oh, so cute.
Are we full zoom?
Probably. Yes, we are.
Yeah, that's all we got from this range. You could get in closer if you want.
That's great. Good eye to see that, Jan. It's nice to see some small sea stars.
And is this a small sea pen or just a fragment of sea pen next to the hermit crab directly to the right?
Yeah, it looks like a small sea pen.
Still has polyps on it, looks like.
It's
Okay,
a tiny
zoom out now.
Okay.
crab next to it.
Bridge nav?
Okay, Erica is saying that star is probably a heterozonius or crossaster.
Oh. Or is that the regular size, Erica? They do get larger.
You zoom in quick.
And Gary Williams is back. Hi, Gary. Gary, we're still on our way to D.
Right,
1D, where we'll turn around and start going uphill and towards some harder substrate. So we're just zooming in and zooming out, and primarily waiting for the ship to kind of move forward, getting in position.
Oh, Gary just said that that was a rock
Gary,
pen. That was on
can
our
we stop?
collection list.
Can we stop?
Let's stop.
We
Where are we
can
looking?
stop.
What are we looking at?
We
there was
passed
a
up a pretty important specimen, and Gary has identified it as a rock pin.
Sorry, you're kind
C
of
pen.
garbled.
Can
You
you
get that, Steve? Can you?
Yeah, so they were looking at a C-pen back in that group of shells.
Like behind us, or where's it at?
Yeah, the shells that we
Yeah,
passed.
behind us.
That we were
With the
looking
little
at.
sea star.
The
Okay,
U
it's
shell.
gonna be a little problem because of the sediment here. Was it just a little bit back, or where was it?
Where the babies, we were looking at that little sea star in the shells with the hermit crabs.
Oh, back
Oh.
where we were. Oh,
He said if we see another one, we can move on in the chat there.
Okay.
Okay.
are we moving
Okay.
on?
I think we're gonna
Okay, moving
keep
on.
moving on.
It's
So
a
we'll keep an eye
problem
out for
going
that.
back because you end
Courage
up
enough?
getting in your sediment cloud.
Okay.
20 meters,
That makes
045.
sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gary got on right as we were departing. So we'll keep an eye out for it again. I had
So it was
not
the-
noticed it, Gary.
Zoom
The
in
sea
quick
pen
there,
that had
Al.
a bit of a question mark shape. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, this is really pretty. And look, we've got, ooh, a sponge. That white, looks like a Pharea type sponge in the lower left. Bunch of different anemones, crabs, thorny head, some more snail shells. A lot of empty snail shells around here.
Okay, I gotta get moving though.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom out.
So Jen, this is mostly soft, but some rocky, so this would still be considered mixed. Is that right, or would you want a little bit more rock
Yes.
to classify it as mixed?
Yeah, it could be mixed.
Okay. I'm asking just so first time I've done this type of transect, so just learning the rules
Like
of the
there's a little
selection.
more rocky stuff here.
Mm-hmm. Some fly trap anemones.
Zoom in, Al. That's good.
Looks like a mushroom coral. Little pink stick like coral, like kind of like the swifty we saw earlier.
Little coral. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that coral. A couple of nice corals here. So the one up and to the right
Can
looks
we
a
zoom
lot
in on
like
that?
the coral we were looking at the end of our watch last night, with a slight yellow
Yeah, we
tinge to it that we
but
collected.
we did get a couple of samples of those.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're gonna stop here?
So now that Gary's
last time.
no, I was just curious. That's what we collected, and Gary wasn't on with us to see if that was the one that he wanted.
And we did collect another one, and he was, and then when we saw more, he didn't want to collect anymore. If this
I'm
is
just
the same
curious
one. It looks like
if this
it's the
was the
same one.
Acanthogorgia that he wanted.
Are we stopping?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Jan, is there anything here we need to collect?
Zoom out.
We do have one Acanthogorgia in the box from our first sample. And the one on the left-hand side is a primnoid.
I think we have a
white fan.
I think we have it.
Zoom in a little bit there, Al. Oh, follow along the side.
So, Primnoa
species
is on the collection list.
Do we want to stop here?
No, not Primnoa. Primnoid is the family. Primnoa is this is not Primnoa. This looks more like Peristanella.
Okay.
There's a couple different species.
Peristanella?
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to get a closer look, but it looks like the vehicles are moving on, so.
Okay.
Both Chad and Gary are saying that we already collected it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Right,
so we
have
have
a really pretty spot,
we
though.
have a so-so sample. We have a so-so sample.
Wait,
and then we have
can
a
you
much
just zoom
better
again
specimen.
right in the middle lower? Is that a can? As what's going out of view, I don't know if you can quickly zoom in. It's in between two anemones. Is that a
bottom
I
right?
thought I saw something
Between
shiny.
the orange
bottom
and the
right.
magenta.
Pink anemones.
Oh, now it's middle right where the lasers are.
Zoom in out.
Yeah. Just real quick, I'm just curious.
Good eye, that is a
I
can.
saw metal.
Yeah, that was a
yeah.
really buried in there.
Wow.
And there's something small and purple next to it.
I've got a little bit more lens going in.
You got more zoom? Yeah.
Orange soda.
What is that?
Looks like a sun-kissed orange soda.
Oh, we got to the brand, to the brand.
But at least it has natural flavors. So, oh, it looks
old.
like it's
especially now.
Yeah, pretty old. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's a really great shot. Thank you. That's been there a while.
Nav. Two 0 meters, 052. Slight heading change.
052, right.
052.
Zoom in now.
That's another Swiftia.
Hey, zoom out.
Hey Jen, which form
Yes.
needs to be updated? I think I can find it pretty quickly.
Oh, I was just looking at the master collections list and wanting to see if there's anything on there that we should note as being collected on one of the past shifts.
Okay, I thought it.
So I
thought we had updated that, but we may have missed it.
It is current, from what I can see.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Chad.
Bob, ready for a DVL reset?
Yep, you can do it.
Grab bubble for a second.
Yeah, for it.
Bridge nav. Step 20 meters, 052.
So Jan, I'm just looking at the collections list just to see what kinds of things you'd noted as wanting to collect in Pioneer Canyon. I am seeing mushroom coral, all color morphs. So if we end up in a location where we can stop and there's a nice sample, should we put that? We've been seeing a few of them as we go. Should we try and get one of those?
Yeah, I think that was kind of like a, if we have time type of desire, mainly to compare the two morphs, the ones with the white bell and the ones without the white.
Okay, so lower priority, you're saying?
Yeah, it's a lower priority. And I think, darn, I'm really sad that I missed that rock pen because I just had a different search image for it.
Yeah, this picture in the master sheet, it looks like it's not as kind of fluffy as the one we saw. So good to know that it can also look like that.
Yeah, that was confusing to me as well. You know, the grandiflorum, the other species of that kind of sea pen and Edaptilum is definitely fluffier, as you say, with higher polyp density. I'm not sure if it's a major distinguishing character, but definitely being on hard rock substrate seems to be the differentiator for those two species.
Jan, what would you also put additionally on your kind of top priority list? I'm going to familiarize myself with them a little bit just so I have the search image.
One of those over in the sponge section, the kind of branched Faria, and
okay. So the stalk,
like the moon moldy cheese sponges, the round ones, any of the round ones, because I know Meredith would want those.
Moldy cheese.
And
okay.
this Tallow
Which kind?
It's got a long stalk and it looks like an umbrella almost.
Oh, I've seen those before. They're really cool. Calificus? No.
Bridgenet.
Okay. You're talking about